Welcome to our next session, Ecothon. Ecothon is Eco Entrepreneurs Marathon by ASIC. You can meet Ecothon winning startups from 4 different countries: Laos, PDR, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Especially Asian Development Bank will join the panel discussion. Let me introduce Khalijadeh Nihat, Director of Gangnam Global Village Center.
Dear attendees, the moment we have all been waiting for has arrived. Our winning teams are prepared to take the stage for the IR pitching. At the Ecothon ASEAN Rock Startup Partnership 2023. Please join me in giving them your utmost attention and support. Sit back, relax, and let the innovation unfold. Let me introduce myself. Well, I'm Nihat Khalilzadeh, proudly serving as a director of Gangnam Global Village Center in the heart of Seoul. Thrilled to be part of this momentous occasion, the Ecothon ASEAN Rock Startup Partnership 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, the event will proceed according to the schedule displayed on the screen. Kindly take a moment to familiarize yourself with the schedule. Your punctuality is appreciated, and I'm confident this will be a professionally enriching experience for all of us. We will now have the opening remarks from Mr. Chris Seung-chan Lee, the Secretary General of ASEM SMEs Eco Innovation Center and the driving force behind the organization of this event. His opening remarks will set the tone for our event today, and your applause will undoubtedly convey our gratitude for your instrumental role in making this gathering possible. Let's warmly welcome Mr. Lee to the stage with the round of applause.
Good afternoon. I welcome all participants in year 2023 Ecothon winning team demo day today. Ecothon has been organized annually to promote sustainable business development by startups in Asian countries. Since year 2019, a total of 7 Asian countries participate in Ecothon. Ecothon has supported over 200 projects and the startup team and produced more than 100 sustainable business coaches. ASEC stands for ASEM SME Eco Innovation Center, supported by the Ministry of SME and the Startup of Korea, is the lead organizer of Ecothon. I would like to give great thanks to the supporting ministry and co-organizer from Laos, PDR, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines, and the Hans Zaidel Foundations. Congratulations to all Ecothon winning teams, and wish you all the very best to the IR pitching today. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Chris Seung-chan Lee for his insightful and impactful opening remarks. Next, we have presentations introducing this year's Ecothon. Leading the presentation on behalf of the organization institution, ASEM SMEs Eco Innovation Center will be by International Cooperation Team Leader, Ms. Hyun Ji. And also additionally, we are honored to have a presentation on the future of Ecothon by Michael Zingner, representing our co-organizer Hans Zaidel Foundation, HSF. Let's look forward to gaining valuable insights from these distinguished speakers. Please welcome.
Okay, I'll briefly introduce the Ecothon, what the program is about, and its brief history and the result of 2023 program. So Ecothon is sorry. Okay, I'll change my mic. It's better. So Ecothon is a program about promoting sustainable business in ASEAN countries. So we are supporting eco-entrepreneurs. What do we mean by eco-entrepreneurs? Are who are committed to develop, implement business in the circular process. So briefly, you can see the history. It started in 2019 as a pilot program in one country, in Cambodia. And then as year goes by, 2020 and 2021 and 2022, you can see the growing number of participating countries from 3 to 5 and 6 countries in ASEAN countries. So from these countries, we have also growing number of participating teams. You can see that growing number of teams started from 10, 30, and 59 and 64 teams since last year. In 2021, we started ASEAN Sustainable Business Coach Training Program as a pilot, and last year we started this coach program officially. So we produced also certified sustainable business coaches, and then they acted as coaches to Ecothon program itself. So you can see the LAF history. The next. So how it went this year, 2023, we had 4 countries from ASEAN participate in this program, namely Laos, PDR, and Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines. And from these countries, we had actually 49 teams certified out of 60 teams trained. And actually, number of applications were actually 215. So you can see that it was very competitive, and to select qualified teams and actually certified. And we have today here 12 winning teams for 4 countries ready to do the IL pitching today. So we also have produced 36 coaches this year certified out of this program. You can see that what was the composition of these participating teams. The majority of the teams were actually project and early stage startups. And then there are startups, enterprises. In terms of business development stages, and the majority of them, there were product service development or prototyping stage and product and service stage. And then in terms of business sectors, we had a wide variety of sectors were involved, and majority of them agriculture and manufacturing and other sectors. You can see here in the pie chart. Some figures here, slightly there is some error, but we have produced the full-fledged result report, which is uploaded our Ecothon homepage, so you can check it. And also in our promotional booth, you can see our result report. So lastly, and how the Ecothon is organized is actually we are supported by the Ministry of SME Startups in Korea, and co-hosted by participating countries and focal ministry from 4 countries. You can see here. And then we are ASEM, SMEs Eco Innovation Center. We are the lead organizer, but we are working together with Hans Zeder Foundation as our co-organizer. And also in each country, we have these implementing partners who co-organize our program from these 4 countries. Namely the Laos ICT Digital Association and the Center for Entrepreneurial Development and Research of Malaysia, and the local enablers in Indonesia and Brainsparks in the Philippines. So we had these all 4 implementing partners work together. As a result, and there is always room for improvement, because this Ecothon program is annually organized, so we can improve more closer partnership with the in-country implementing partners. And then in terms of training materials, training course, and we want to include more business case studies. And then we want to have better links with more SME support and organizations, business investor community, and in different countries. So the last, yes, because of COVID situation until last year, we organized Ecothon mainly online. But this year, we organized offline as well in hybrid format. So it was much better to organize IRPG and demo day at the training course offline than online. So this was our reflection. And then what will be the next year? It will be presented by our co-organizer.
Thank you very much for presenting that history. So that was sort of the background of the Ecothon series. What I will do now, and I keep it short because the actual highlight will be the pitching. What I will present is about going forward. Yes, thank you. Going forward. What are our plans for the coming years? So, on the one hand, we are talking about building broaden our network and building on what we have achieved so far. That means also providing more targeted training. So for instance, tomorrow we will have a bit of a matchmaking event for the startups of the Ecothon alumni network together with Korean startups. Also then linking different startups together. The same we will try to do when it comes to international linkages. The Hans Seidel Foundation is a German organization, so we are, in 2 weeks, we will also go to Brussels to provide a bit of matchmaking and linkages to the European, I would say, startup scene in Brussels there. One specific issue will also focus on linking our Ecothon series to other existing country programs and country policies. That includes enabling startups in our network to reach carbon markets, for instance, and carbon schemes in specific countries. And finally, when it comes to networking, this trip to this week to the COMEUP festival is obviously part of that, bringing the Ecothon startup community to a global stage and provide networking opportunities. I think that is about it. You have waited long enough. I wish all of you that are pitching of the Ecothon startups good luck. And for the rest of the audience, well, have fun listening to the very interesting pitches. Thank you.
Before we proceed, let's express our gratitude to International Cooperation Team Leader, Ms. Hyun Ji and Michael Signer for their insightful presentation. Thank you. Continuing with the main highlight of today's event. We'll now move on the IR pitching session featuring the winning teams of Ecothon. Stay tuned for the innovative presentations ahead. Following the sequence displayed on the screen, we are set to dive into the main segment of today's event. They are pitching session by the winning teams of the Ecothon. As highlighted on the screen, we are about to embark on a journey of innovation with IR pitching sessions from exceptional teams representing Indonesia, Laos, Philippines, and Malaysia. Stay tuned for the groundbreaking ideas and solutions from these talented participants. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my honor to introduce the distinguished panel of judges who will be evaluating the remarkable presentations today. Our esteemed judges bringing the wealth of expertise and experience to the table. Please join me in welcoming our first judge, Mr. Brian Kim from Kim Ventures, with a round of applause. Thank you. Now, another round of applause going for our second judge. Please welcome Ms. Yoon Min Cho from Supung Ventures with a round of applause. Thank you. And the last but not least, a warm welcome for our third judge. Please welcome Mr. Alex Min from Reharvest with a round of applause. Thank you for joining us today. Our esteemed panels of judges will evaluate participating teams based on the the criteria displayed on the screen. Participants, listen carefully. Please keep these guidelines in mind as you proceed with your pitches. And good luck, and may your presentations shine in alignment with the judging criteria.
All right.
Next. Let me introduce the three teams from Indonesia. Please welcome Plana Albitek and Either Indonesia. Each team will have 4-minute presentation followed by a 3-minute Q&A session. As a quick head up, we'll notify you with a bell sound when there is a minute remaining for each presentation and Q&A session. Please welcome.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, before I started, I want to start with some disgusting facts. Did you know that we lose around 10 million hectares of forest every single year? And it's bigger, which contributes about 4.8 billion tons of carbon dioxide a year. Only 5 million hectares is planted, and it will be gone by the year 2100. And another crazy fact is Indonesia generates 7 million tons of plastic waste per year, and it grows by 5% annually. And for every ton of rice husk, 450 kilograms of carbon dioxide are emitted into the atmosphere. So what is the solution? Plana, a social enterprise revolutionizing plastic recycle, where our mission is to completely turn every waste into building materials. So we recycle not by hoarding, but by upcycling the value of these items. What solution can we offer? Planar wood, where one planar wood deckings is equivalent of 2.4 kilo plastic waste and 4.8 kilograms of rice husk. We are eco-friendly. We have eco-friendly values and technical values. The eco-friendly values is there is 4 eco-friendly values. The first one that we recycle plastic waste and husk waste. The second was that we reduce deforestation by substituting natural woods. And the third one is increasing welfare of farmers. And we also raise awareness and educate about sustainability. So our technical lab is anti-termite, anti-water, waterproof, fire-resistant, and we can withstand up to 3,000 newtons of pressure. So how about the price? It must be really expensive, right? It's an eco-friendly stuff. Is it 175,000 Korean won per meter square? Nope. And an astonishing 93,000 Korean won per meter square. And it doesn't stop there. It's also customizable in length, which means if you have 2 by 2 meters land, we can exactly produce 2 meters. So we can achieve 100% efficiency. So if we calculate that, it's not just 30% cheaper, but it's 60% cheaper. This is our Plana target market, which is technical-minded professionals and also eco-conscious customers. And for the wood global market size, we have the SOM of 2,825 million US dollars. And this is our collaborators. Maybe some of you know Hyundai, Sheila, Island of Happiness, and so on. So this is kind of our projects and installation. We can be installed as ceiling, flooring, indoor, and outdoorly. This is nebula glamping. And for installation, our woods can also be bended. And this is our collaboration with Hyundai. And so on and so on. This is some of our achievement. For the last 2 years, we have reduced 82 tons of plastic waste, substitute 60,000 regular standard trees, utilized 164 tons of husk, reduced to 12,000 tons carbon footprint, and increased local farmers by 164 million rupiah. So this is the calculation for our carbon offset. And this is also our installation and collaboration again. Awards, P20 sustainably. Achievements, media coverage. Sorry, I have to be fast because of the time. Planet perceptual map. So the resource scarcity is not very scarce because rice husk is everywhere in Indonesia. And this is our business model, where we basically really buy the husk. And we also market B2B and B2C. So that is it, guys. Thank you for listening. Plana, start your journey towards sustainability with us. Thank you.
Thank you for your great presentation. And now let's welcome the second team, another team, to our stage.
I think there's a Q&A.
Sorry. Before actually giving chance to another team, we're gonna have Q&A session for a 30 minute. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to go.
Hi, thank you for a fantastic presentation. I was really impressed by
you.
what you guys are doing. A couple questions though. In terms of getting a feedstock of rice husk, do you have any agreement that binds you to rice husk suppliers?
Okay, we directly buy from local farmers, where there is one local farmers that collects from all local farmers. So basically, for rice husks, they are throwing them away, and they combust it. But rather than they combust it and it becomes carbon emission, carbon dioxide into our atmosphere, so we bought them. But for an MOU, we have an MOU with this one local farmers that gathers all the rice husk around the area called Legok.
Okay. Is that an exclusive agreement between you and the provider, or just a general MOU at the moment?
It's just a general MOU at the moment. But in case that supplier went wrong or went bad, there is still tons of farmers willingly to sell their husk, because in Indonesia, everybody eats rice all day long. That's why we are an agrarian country where 2/3 of our country is a farmer.
So in relation to that, two more questions.
Yes.
One being, every rice husk, as I know, from Surabaya to Menteng, the rice husk is different from what I know. Do you have any measures to control the quality of output products?
Okay, so actually the different colors of the husk will also get different outputs of our colors of products. But that's what makes our products special, because the cheap price, actually in Indonesia, the synthetic woods that is cheap, they're always the same in color, so monotone colors. But the expensive one for the ironwood or kayu jati, what we call it in Indonesia, it's all different in color. Each decking is different, but it's still in the same color palette. So that's why that's also one of the unique selling points that we have.
Gotcha. And my last question will be, throughout the presentation, you have emphasized quite a bit about carbon dioxide emission measures that you're going to reduce. Do you have actual measures of 1 kilogram of plant wood products? How much does it save in terms of carbon dioxide measures?
Yes, actually, if we go to the slide, we also have the journals at the source where we got the information from. So in Indonesia, basically, there is no UNICEF where you can be audited, but this is the research that we have. And this is the resources, the journal.
So you measure the carbon based on the journals at the moment. You don't have any internal methodologies to calculate it?
Yes, that's
Got
why
it.
we join events like Ecothon and COMEUP in Korea, because we are trying to expand some of our business, because this eco-friendly thing is really, it's not really that good in Indonesia. We are more valuable in other countries, I can say that.
Thank you for your questions and for your answers.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice one.
Please give big hand for him, and let's welcome another team from Indonesia, Albitek. Please welcome.
What's my mouth and what? Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Imagine a world when everyone can access nutrition, and also they can access about superfood. So I'm provide spirulina. My name is Fala Siva. I'm director of PT Alga Biotechnology Indonesia. Wait, I'm waiting, still waiting. My pitch, okay, okay. Okay, I have sustainable waste for your healthy superfood. So who I am, I create a sustainable cultivation with microalgae, especially spirulina, the best nutrition for every living thing. not only for human and also for every living thing. So why we matters? The one in Indonesia is so many malnutrition. Also, they have a degenerative disease like diabetic and everything about disease. It's come from food. So without the proper nutrition, our body cannot produce healthy cells. So we produce spirulina. Spirulina, 1 gram spirulina, it looks like 1 kilogram fruits and vegetable. It's amazing, right? So how we can cultivate? Usually, spirulina farming is farm in seawater. So we farm in fresh water with zero waste production. We use POME, palm oil mill effluents. It's come from another industry, and also we capture carbon from POME, and we high productivity. Because we are a tropical season, we can harvesting only 5 until 7 days production, and we absorb carbon dioxide. We certified not only local in Indonesia, we are also certified by BPOM, ISO, and also HAEP. And how about the market size? It's market size in Indonesia. Indonesia, it's big country. So we have some $1.5 million because the 50% middle class income Indonesia have degenerative disease because they really like to be eat something it's like a junk food. So we need to make money with this business. So how we make money? The first we grow spirulina in our farm. I have a half hectare in Indonesia, and also I have a community spirulina. They grow spirulina in the gallons. It's a reduced gallons, and we make a best spirulina to make raw material. You can use by superfood, also snack, and then super skin for your skin, and then for super nature, especially for koi fish. And about the value proposition, it's in the world and also in Indonesia. We have freshwater spirulina with high protein until 70% and green manufacturing because 100% of electricity in my company come from renewable energy. We have a panel surya and also we have a wind turbine. We certified by international and national certification, and also we open system collaboration. So many farmers, we can help to make money. So it's we fixing the bridge health with spirulina production to society with ESG impact. The environmental impact is 70% recycle single-use plastic with to make a photobioreactor like this. And then with social impact, we create a society, especially household for women, to making income until $1,200 per year. And we also collaborate with governance impact. We open system for everyone to learning about spirulina. Let's learning. And then about the financial statement, until 2030, we have a $116,000. And then our milestone, now our expansion in Korea to export spirulina to make face masks and also microalgae for agriculture, for fertilizer, and entrance carbon exchange in Indonesia and in the world. It's our team. I'm from biological majority, and this is our expert team. And we believe we can bring the best Indonesian superfood from our local farm to global market. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your presentation. It's time for Q&A. Please, judges, if you have any
for your
question.
presentation. Spirulina is a very well-known resource for the super natural green food. So as the market already know about this ingredient, there are many market competitors,
Yeah.
I guess. And I think your product is more B2B or B2C business. So what is your more competitive edge or competitive strength to other competitor?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Brian Kim. The first, we have more cheaper because we from fresh water, not seawater. The second, we have a nutrition. It's our patent. We have a patent nutrition for wastewater from palm oil, especially because in Indonesia many palm oil in there. So we have a many plan, not only in my company. We have R&D also MOU with other company. They have palm oil to make spirulina. The competitive advantage, the next is we have high protein. because usually they just have spirulina just green that I can extract with blue. Spirulina is blue-green algae, not only green algae. So I extract to make more valuable spirulina. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for the presentation. I have a question about your go-to-market strategy. So have you already started selling the products in the market?
Yeah, already selling.
And then what's your sales strategy around that?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm selling in Indonesia, especially with agency and also in online market. In Korea, I have a contract with buyer in Korea to export in here, in Vietnam, also in Japan. So my strategy is B2B to raw material, and then in Indonesia, I B2C. I have a B2C. So I have many agency, like a reseller. So we create reseller in Indonesia to more sell my product with household especially because we have a community. So we create community like a spirulina community to cultivate also to selling my product. Like that. Thank you very much. If it's enough, okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your questions and answers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, let me introduce the three teams coming from Laos. Please welcome them. The first one, Eco Machine team. They're going to have a presentation for 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me. For now, we're going to have the third team from Indonesia, the Albitech team from Indonesia. Please welcome them.
Hello everyone, I'm Farel from ITER. How can we breathe easily when air pollution threatens us? Zidan, a 5-year-old child in Jakarta, fights an acute asthma and worsening by air pollution. Even through breath, his face turned to blue and pale. And he's not alone. 10 million people will be treated with air pollution, especially for vulnerable people like toddler, child, pregnant women, and also the elderly. And we know that tree photosynthesis can reduce the carbon and increase the fresh air. But do you have a time to wait until a tree growing up? Imagine there's a small, compact, and innovative device that can reduce the carbon emission equal to 10 years old tree. And this is us, HITER, the startup that can reduce the carbon emission and increase an air pollution and increase the fresh air for vulnerable people like toddler, child, pregnant woman, and also the elderly through biotechnology microalgae in air purifier. And we also tested in laboratory, and we can reduce up to 89% of carbon emission in the ambient air, and also increase 15% of oxygen rate. And we started just this year, and we have 500 people interested with 100% of growth rate, and we also have 2 pilot projects in institution in Surabaya. And we targeted the family with toddler, a pregnant woman, and also the elderly because they have mortality rate up to 20% causing the air pollution. And we targeted 2% of them, and with potential revenue up to 1.3 million US dollar. The carbon converter device in Indonesia still doesn't exist. It's existing in USA, but we provide a local tropical microalgae, so it can make air more fresher. And the similar product in Indonesia has a price up between 400 and up to 600 US dollar, but in ITER, the price less than 300 US dollar. And also to spreading our innovation, we also give a subscription model. So the user just pay in 12 US dollar each month, so they can fill our product. we have a super team and supported by biology expertise and also the Indonesia institution, so we can enhance our product. So we are not just air purifier startup. We want to create a carbon ecosystem with a first step with developing our artificial tree. And this is us, either clean air for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Does your product purify the air, or is it oxygen provider? Because it's two different technological area.
Okay, thank you for your question, Mr. Brian Kim. So, our product is reducing carbon in the room, right? With covered area is 20 meters square, and beside we can reduce the carbon, we can increase our oxygen up to 15%, right? Thank you.
So, thank you for the great presentation. Just wanted to hear a little bit more about your project detail on Surabaya. Can you
Okay.
tell me a little bit more on what you have done, some results?
Okay, thank you for your question. So we have a project with ETS lab, with ETS University to reduce the carbon emission in the academic environment, right? In the class, in the classroom, and even in the smoking room. So if you know that in Surabaya there's a lot of indoor smoking cafe. There's a lot of smoke and disrupt the people in there. So we reduce the carbon in there and make people more happier. Thank you.
Another question, if you don't mind me asking, how are you going to produce your product? Are you going to OEM it? Are you going to produce it yourself in the long run? Do you want to have your own factory?
Okay, we actually have a workshop in Surabaya. We to build this product, we use a 3D print. But in the future, we will use a recycled filament of 3D printer, right? Because in Surabaya there is a lot of factory that make a product using 3D print, and there is a lot of filament waste, and we will convert it, the waste filament, into a new filament, and we will creating our product by waste filament. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your
thank you.
presentation. All right. Finally, we're going to have the next team, Laos winning teams for IR pitching in 2023 Ecothon. Please welcome the team called Eco Machine with big applause.
Hello everyone. Do you know garbage in the river? Garbage in the river. Where? Where go? I know. You know. Garbage in the river is very dangerous for the river ecosystem. My project is the Eco Machine. Eco Machine is the solar power garbage collector machine. Is called Eco Machine. It's device that use solar energy to collect garbage from the river, such as plastic, leaf, foam, or small waste. It can work using solar energy, which can maintain the ecosystem. Its liability is they have problem littering into the river. 2. People have to swim to collect. 3. There are not yet any solar power garbage collect machine made in Laos. A solution, we build a machine for the collecting and eliminating the garbage to help our river ecosystem, can save money and save time. This prototype is my product. Now, I'm working service location invention in the capital in Laos PTR. It is three locations in the Bung That Luang, and the water cannon on 450 ปี and the fact series in Nalong. Competitive e-commerce is very cheap. Can work 24 hours per day. And they have IoT in Lao language. They fairly use local people. This business model canvas. Is the market size in Lao PDR? They have market demand for the 4,000 more 4,000 garbage collector, about $2 million. It's the financial. We want to the income budget about $3,600 for the build 25 machine in the 2023. It's our team. They have the 4 people. It's an advisor for the product, Mr. Gyalnakon Kalanya. He is a lecture teacher at the Mechanical Engineering. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Very interesting to know about the situation in Laos. Can you tell me more about who's gonna be our client? So I wanna know about who's managing current waste management in Laos. So are we targeting government to use our product, or if there is any private vendors, private companies to the waste management in Laos, then do you target the private companies? You can tell me the clients. Potential clients.
My customer is DAM or the NGO, the MRC, Mekong River Commission, and the government Lao PDR, the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment.
So you resell the products to the clients. We are not doing the actual work, right? Actual collecting waste.
Yes, now I'm working with the Lao government.
So thank you so much for a fantastic presentation. I learned a lot. Just a personal question. You have a background of a lawyer. What made you start up this new venture? Just wanted to hear your story.
อันของเจ้าขนาดยังเป็นโปรโตไทป์บอหรือว่าสามารถขายได้เลย
Now is prototype.
Yes, for the project is the prototype and business idea only.
Yeah, regarding your product, it looks like your competitors, like a Water Shark, they are moving to the garbage, which means more active to collect the garbage. But your product looks like just located in the one spot and the more passive to the just waiting for the garbage moving to your product, then collect the garbage. So how am I correct, or how you can serve to find the more actively to looking for the garbage?
นอกจากนี้นะคู่แข่งมันก็มีหลายแล้วนะเจ้าสิพัฒนาหรือว่ามีความแตกต่างจากคู่แข่งแนวใด
Is my different have IoT system and Lao language in the machine.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you.
Please welcome the next team from Laos winning teams. I are pitching 2023 Ecothon. Burning Star team. Please come up to the stage for your presentation.
Well, thank you, COMEUP 2023, for allowing me here. I'm Siritida Putajak from Lao PDR and respond for the presenter from Burning Star team. I'm here to share one another solutions on how can we help our world eliminate the plastic waste and produce more sustainable consumptions and productions. Plastic is everywhere and every country faces with this problem. And almost a quarter of waste found in Laos is also a plastic. According to a website of worldbank.org, around 10,000 people in Laos die every year due to the environmental issue, with almost half of this death caused by the air pollution resulting from burning household waste. Then, it's our time to take a chance and seek for the opportunity to make a difference. Our business, we aim to reduce plastic waste at least 1% in our society to support urban development and produce more sustainable consumptions and productions. By here, the innovative technology machines called pyrolysis. Pyrolysis is a process that converts plastic to fuels by heating around 300 to 600 Celsius, which we can turn the gas from melting plastic to fuels, which give us a short duration productions and efficient result. Based on our experimental analysis with our professor, Dr. Kaunakon Kunwilai from our faculty, here is the three suitable type for fuel to produce fuels. The first one is a PS foam, the second and last is a PP plastic bag and HD plastic bag, so we can turn it to the diesel. Nowadays, so many people in Laos faces with the money inflations, which keep fuel price keep increasing, which have a negative impact to some target in our society. So what if we can help our world reduce the total amount of plastic waste? Or what if we can help our city reduce their cost on fuels? It would be better or not if our business can help them get a cheaper fuels instead of burning household waste. And here's the numerous positive impact on our societies. So mainly our target customer would be agricultural sector because based on our experiment, our product is very suitable for the lower cycle motor, so it's very suitable for the material for the agricultural sector. And we will sell our product at the small machine shop, which is has so many branches in the local society. So it is easier for our target customer to come and get in. Our starting budget is around 650 USD, will be all located for essential expense. We predict earning 11,250 USD within the first year by selling the fuel price at 13,500 KIP, or around 43.8% lower prices compared to the market rate. And here is on a financial dashboard. We calculated our monthly expense to be around 550 USD. And however, we anticipate earning the total income around 10,000 USD per month by producing fuels 100 liters per month, and which giving a net profit around 44.8%, while the expense make up to 55.2%. This show that we can offer competitive fuel prices and maintain profitabilities. And we are here at this event because our planet needs our help. And I'm the one here to share one another solution on how can we eliminate plastic in our society by the cheaper cost. Here is our team from Laos. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the presentation. During the process of transforming plastic to fuel, can we use any types of plastics, or do you need specific types of plastics, or you need any process to clean up the plastics?
So for the type of plastic, every type of plastic that can turn to fuels, but based on our experiment, our product is rarely need the PS foam and PP plastic bag to turn, which is give us a short duration. But if we use another type of plastic, it will make us a long-term productions.
And then the technology, do we develop our own technology? Or if so, can you tell me more about what's your core technology?
About our technology, the unique of us is the catalyst, because in Laos we have so many fly ash, which we use to conduct the carbon dioxide. So the carbon won't be out of the air, and which give us a short time to produce. Yeah.
Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
Do you have any competitors right now in Laos or outside of Laos? And what do you think is the competitive edge against the competitors?
So in Laos, here is the only one machines in my faculty, which my professor, he has win and got this machine from the Thailand, Bangkok. So it's just a blank. So we try to make it different and to now we didn't have the competitive yet, and we are on process to dealing with the industry in economic zone in Laos. Yeah.
I see more and more in terms of problem of getting a certification from the government, saying it's an eco-friendly process, even in Korea. So in terms of Laos, in terms of a political landscape, do you think your technology will be robust enough to get a certification from the government?
Yeah, now we are on process to sign with the government. And the signed document will be approved next 2 weeks. Yeah, because now we only have the Chinese investor in the economic zone to support us to build more these machines to their economic zone. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, so during the process, you burn the plastics, right?
Yeah.
Then during the process, do we also emit like carbon, CO2?
Yeah, absolutely. During we burn the plastic, there is also the carbon dioxide, but we have the air conducted, which we will use the fly ash, silica gels, and the sand to conduct the to catch the carbon dioxide. So the air that out of our machine would be only O2. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. Please give big hand for her. It's time for the next team from the Laos winning teams, CEIT IoT all. Please come up to the stage for your presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Natalie. I'm a manager project of CEIT IoT all. And first of all, our journey started 5 years ago, and we have a lot of research about IoT technology. And may I ask if anyone doing some agriculture and what kind of problem that you encounter? In agriculture, there are many problems, especially budget control, including the problem of using chemicals incorrectly, causing productivity loss and food insecurity. But what if we can use developed technology to solve this problem? That lead to the creations of our product agriculture stations. Our innovations will make it easier for the customer to maintain the crops. Better to see the temperature, drain temperature by watering, assist with watering at the right time, make sure the value of soil and water, detect pest, and collect data to analyze. Especially, it could adjust the scale depending on customer. This will assist to planting efficiency, reduce unnecessary costs and labor. All of them are beneficial and important to produce high quality vegetables even outside of the traditional growing seasons. Therefore, we could improve the economy and food supplies. And this is our business concepts. We as IoT are the provider who provide the smart agriculture 4.0 the customers. And this is our prototype station and the product results. The rate of increasing crop productions and quality from the use of the system increasing by an average of 78%. And this is for improve them. We have track record of our company. We have many journey, and we are have a lot of winner of competitions. And this is our target customer. We have B2C and B2B. To the market size research, there are 1.3 million households in Laos. 16% of them are agriculture households, and we expect to get 0.1% of the above. Our channel will have fan page, Facebook, TikTok, community, boot event, partners, network, and newspaper. We also have marketing strategy. First, we will test installations and demo to customers. Second, organize a training and seminar for customers. And last, organize booth at agriculture fair. We have divided the sales route into two ways: exit sale and maintenance subscription fee. We require $12,000 for 13 stations. In our fourth year, we're gonna face shortfall of more than $1,000, but in 6 months later, we estimate that we will refund and get a profit around 0.07%. And we don't have domestic rivals that we can cover or expect like our, but in the global, there are many such as cloud, software, and hardware companies. In terms of difference, our smart agriculture is cheaper because development by ourselves different from international outsource, and we provide after service that ready to make from factory doesn't have. As you can see about our roadmap, it started 5 years ago, and until this time and for the next 2 years, our goal to make our agriculture station well known and accepted to global. And the Smart Agriculture 4.0, it couldn't happen without our team member. And if you want more contact with us, you can scan this QR. Thank you. Lastly, Smart Agriculture 4.0, go more with less, smart, enjoy fresh and safe foods. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Just a quick question. On the slide, you said that 78% of crop production has been increased. And I just wanted to know the quality. Did you guys have any quality KPIs that's being improved other than the crop production itself?
Actually, we ever research about how if we use technology and if we don't use technology by we plant the same place, and that is a result. The results we have is if we use technology, we will have quality more than don't use 78%. And we have a journey of the research.
Okay, got it. So it seems like you've been running the business for 5 years now. Can you tell me more about your traction, like your revenue growth, what you're expected to achieve in the next year?
Actually, we are not company now. We are still study group, and the next year, our goal is to start our business, our company, and we want to share our knowledge for the farmer, because in Laos, the farmer doesn't have the knowledge enough about use technology for farmer, for agriculture or something.
We have many features on IoT devices. It's great to have everything, but I think, as you mentioned, farmers, I don't think they're taking like all the features right away at once. So if we choose 1 or 2 key features that are relevant to Laos farmers, what would be the key features?
Sorry again.
You have many functions in
Yeah.
your devices.
Yeah.
But I don't think all the functions are really needed for the Laos farmers, right?
Yeah.
So if we choose 1 or 2 key functions that are more relevant to the farmers in Laos, what would be the ones?
Oh, okay, I get it. That's why we have 2 seminars for farmer. And actually, if you use our station, you don't do anything. You just use, because our station can control everything for you.
Thank you for your presentation and great questions.
Thank you.
Let's welcome another 3 team from Philippines in IR Pitching 2023 Ecothon. Please welcome Sikai from Philippines.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. By the way, my name is Odwin. I am UI UX designer of Team Sikai, a software solution for environmental, social, and economic sustainability. The rise of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has brought climate change, and all around the world, its effects have been devastating, such as stronger typhoons, rising sea levels, severe droughts, and floods. However, it is not too late. In order to mitigate climate change, we need to capture carbon dioxide from the environment, and one of the most cost-effective and deployable way to do this while having ecological restoration is reforestation. That's why we, CKI, in partnership with another Filipino startup, Galansiang, are doing reforestation using drone technology. Using drone, we drop tree seed encased in seed ball so that we can plant tree faster. We want to make this innovative reforestation accessible to individual consumer where they can pay to us and we will do the tree planting for them. And in order to do that, we are developing Ecothon. Ecothon is a web platform that provides access to reforestation to environmentally conscious individual who wants to take their part in saving forests and do climate action. And what does Ecothon offer? For our current MVP, lets you fund our innovative reforestation by purchasing our reforestation package. Our target for the next MVPs include a web platform that will monitor your reforestation effort, APIs to integrate sustainability features to third parties such as e-commerce sites, and blockchain-enabled carbon offset credit and verification. Now let's dive into our current MVP. Through a simple checkout process, they can purchase reforestation package, where we disperse one seed ball, ensure and monitor its growth, and upload all the data to our Ecothon website for a better transparency. And this can be availed via one-time purchase or recurring monthly or yearly subscription. One seed ball costs us a total of 25 pesos, and breakdown is 14 pesos to make and plant, and 11 pesos to sell via Ecothon, which includes our software development and operation. So we will sell them for 50 pesos or $1. And in order for us to reach the break-even, we need to sell at least 168,000 seed balls, but our goal is to sell 400,000 seed balls with a revenue of 20 million pesos and 4.6 million as a profit. And this goal is based on a 100-hectare pilot in partnership with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources National Office, where we already secured a memorandum of understanding. Our latest project in partnership with Galansiang was a drone reforestation at Mount Kalatungan, Bukidnon, Philippines, where we dispersed a total of 16,000 seed balls containing 48,000 seeds of endemic tree species in the country. We partner with the local Higaonon tribe in making the seed ball, as well as the local government unit and the Department of Science and Technology. All around the world, other startups are already making the same platform. As shown in the competitive landscape diagram.
Thank you for your presentation because time is over.
Okay, thank you.
So we're going to accept the questions from the judges.
Thank you for your presentation. This is very interesting approach.
Yeah.
I'm very interested about the seed balls.
Yeah, seed ball.
And you already spread out 48,000 seed ball in your test. And do you have any track record of the how much out of 48,000, how much seed blown and birth after you spread out?
In 1 hour, we can disperse at least 8,000 seedlings in 1 hour using drone.
Yes, so I know. So after you drop down, and what is the success rate of the birth from the seed?
Before we implement the seed balls, we also do an experiment. We connect with the biologists so that we make sure that the seeds will grow. And fortunately, it works.
So do you have any success rate?
Yeah. Actually, all the seeds, 100% success rate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, okay.
Hello, I'm Van. I'm the software developer. So we have a LiDAR, so light detection and ranging technology. So we have already developed Lantawa, which translates to see. So they have, the engineers from the Galansiang have a 100% success rate up to this moment. So we have only one mountain from the Bukidnon, so that's just our data yet.
Well, Audwin, thank you so much for the presentation. Just a quick question on the relationship between Sikai and Galansiang. What kind of relationship is it? Is it a partnership? Or are you guys trying to create a joint venture? What's the approach here?
Actually, for the software side, we are the developer. And then the Galansiang, they are the one for the hardware, like the drone. Yeah.
Are you purchasing Galansiang's products or?
And
just,
also,
Actually, Galansiang is our partner. So our CEO, Dreamer Lambert, is not available right now. So he has a very strong connection with Galansiang. Actually, he's very participating in Galansiang. So yeah, it's a 1-1 connection.
Thank you. Thank you for your answers and the questions. Please give them the last time the big hand.
Thank you.
Thank you. And this is the time for the second team from the Philippines. Please welcome Session Groceries from Philippines.
Talaga napakalungkot naman talaga noon. Pag iniisip ko noon, mag-harvest ako, bagsak na naman ang presyo. Wala kang magawa. Kung bibilhin na ng piso, yung 1 kilo, bigay mo lang. Ano naman ang kakainan naman ng pamilya pag ganito?
Ang farming ay sugal. Normal yan. Kadalasan kasi mga tanim is 45 days to 60 days. So dadalhin yan sa trading post. Pagdating no, umaasa kami na mataas yung demand at mababa yung supply.
Kung talagang oversupply na, talagang bumabagsak na.
Ayaw mo nang i-harvest kasi pag magkukwenta ka na, wala na. Bahala na.
Wala mapapala sa farming. Kinamuhian ko yung pagpa-farm.
Napaka-heartbreaking kasi ng part na yon na in-effortan ni farmer yan. Lahat ng pawis, pagod, pera, panahon, iiwan pa niya ang family niya para lang mag-harvest. Na-realize ko na gusto ko nang tulungan yung mga farmers nung nagiging part na ako ng buhay nila.
Gamit ang kanyang 2-in-1 na galing at talino, napabuti niya ang buhay ng iba. Narito ang kanyang kwento.
So dati kasi ang ginagawa naman namin is purely business. Tapos nag-evolve siya dahil dun sa mga farmers na kailangan talaga ng tulong. Pagka-part siya ng Session Groceries, i-ensure lang niya na nakakapagtanim siya. So ibibigay niya sa amin kung ilan ang available na products. Naka-display yan sa mobile app. Si farmer naman, iha-harvest niya yan, i-repack naman ng fulfillment center namin. So ma-check na kung kompleto yung vegetables niya, dalhin sa Manila, sa house to house. Yun na.
Parang too good to be true na kami na yung mag-pricing.
Bigyan natin ng motivation yung mga farmers. I-motivate natin sila, uy sige, magtanim kayo kasi meron tayong market. Poprotektahan nyo kami pero ipoprotect namin kayo.
Meron kasi yung time na pag sasabihin ng anak ko na hindi ko ma-provide dati, nabibigay ko na.
Ganito pala ang farming dapat.
So yun yung vision ko. Thank you for watching the video. Okay, so while waiting for the... So this is our truck. Because of the mobile app that we have, this is our traction in 2021 and 2022. We generated around $1 million. And, but we are not ending on just having a mobile app. This is the problem of the community where 25 tons of harvested strawberries in June 2022 to June 2023, 11 tons were classified as second class. Second class strawberries are edible but cannot be given to the customer due to their unappealing appearance. So what we did is we create a value-added solution to Highland Produce where we turn waste into worth where the farmers are the product and the brand owner. So this is the value proposition that we have. We train the farmers, we provide a mobile app for their market, and we process the food using the innovation. We develop 18 products in just a limited time. This is our sales, 21.1 US dollars for in June 2022 to June 2023. This is our growth plan. We are planning to export in 2025. And this is our future. We plan to train more farmers, build 70 more products, and this is the sales projection for the farmers in the next 5 years, a total of 1.5. Thank you.
I just want to know the business model. So how much do you pay to the farmers and how much the margin that you gain?
Yeah, for the gain, we have 3 products since we train the farmers. We gain that from the government. And the next is for the products. We get 30%, not for the farmer, but for the from the consumers. And then we also have the royalty fee that we charge for every time that they will use the mobile app.
So whenever we sell one product, 70% goes to the farmers, 30% goes to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a quick question on go-to-market strategy. How I know you have a lot of products, and it seems like you have a good traction model. What are your key marketing strategies in terms of go-to-market with your products?
Yeah, for this product, we are selling this already in the supermarkets in the Philippines. But I think it's more sustainable. You know, in the Philippines, when they say it's imported, it has more value. That is why I want to use that marketing strategy wherein we want to export our product, and then after that we want to go back to the Philippines and sell it again because it can make a more valuable product. But for now, we are in grocery stores. And also, we are the first in Benguet province in the Philippines who are halal certified.
Thank you. Thank you
you
for
so
your
much.
presentation and great answers. Let's welcome the next team from Philippines called Inciclo. Please welcome them with big hand.
Please close your mouth and this is the next slide.
Good afternoon. So I am Joseph Navacero from Inciclo Sustainable Agri-Ventures. So sustainability is already a must and no longer an option. I think it's no longer a debate whether there is climate change, because what we are feeling or experiencing right now is what we call climate change. So back in the Philippines, we're not just about the war on drugs before for the previous administration. We were facing also the war on waste and the war on plastics. So in Manila, in NCR, they are wasting around 2 million kilos of food every day. So that is what we are want to disrupt. And of course, the annual production or wastage of millions of plastics all over the world. So our solution, we can win this war on waste and bio-waste and plastics using our BSF army. So we will deploy these larvae day and night, and they will convert all this bio-waste in 1 to 2 days, comparing it to vermicomposting, to biogas processing, and natural composting, which usually takes around 1 to 2 months before you can harvest your fertilizers and products. Next, for the war on plastics, so we are with the byproducts of black soldier fly farming, we can produce bioplastics from chitin and from its oil. So other black soldier fly companies abroad and globally, they were just focused on producing the feeds and fertilizer. But here in Inciclo, we want to put emphasis on its other byproducts, which are biodiesel and bioplastics. These are 100% bioplastics, since we have no longer option for for sustainability, we are here to offer sustainable options. So our products, of course, the soil conditioner, which we can use to heal our lands, our over-fertilized lands, our protein, high-protein larvae, which we can feed to animals. So from chickens, birds, pigs. So we can produce that for you. And of course, the bioplastic. And of course, for our business model, so right now we are in partnership with the local government of Los Baños, wherein we are processing their market waste for them. And of course, we're into supplying different companies. We are servicing other food processing companies for their industrial waste. And of course, we will also offer starter kits for those who want to do black soldier fly composting in their home. So for our market size, we want to partake in the $12 billion insect demand for the next years. So again, from animals to companion pets, even to pharmaceuticals and cosmetics, we have the products or byproducts for them. And of course, for our growth, we are projecting to produce 15 tons per month by the first quarter or for the end of this year and gradually increase to 10 times by the year 2025. So that 15 tons of larvae is equivalent to 3 tons of waste being processed every day. So just try to imagine what we can do in a short period of time. So with that, with all of this, we're able to create our own value chain for our products, restaurants, hotels, food processors, LGUs, and of course to help our local farmers for their organic farming. And with that, our team, so we're composed of scientists and engineers from UPLB. Thank you very much and support us towards a better and sustainable future.
Thank you for your presentation. If our judges have any question, please welcome.
Generally, in this market, the biggest challenge is the price comparing to the conventional fertilizers or fuels and anymore. So can you tell me more about your pricing strategy?
For the pricing strategy, we want to decentralize the production of the black soldier fly. That's why we will provide setups for local farmers, communities, wherein they can convert their local waste, household waste, and within the community, they will produce the compost and then they'll do it for their own gardening, and then we will buy back the larvae for our breeding facility, and then we will also produce, for example, a 300 agro park in Pampanga will be establishing a big soldier fly farm, and to prevent our costs, we will just provide the eggs, and then we will partner the products to existing feed mills. So we don't have to build processing plants and all. So we just have to be the hub and distribute the products and process them all together.
Thank you for the presentation. I've seen something similar models throughout the world, and what I have experienced or seen is the problem of sourcing the larva in the initial stage. Do you have any strategy to actually mitigate that issues or risk of getting big enough larvae to sustain your traction projection?
Okay, so as we can see, we are composed of entomologists. So they are the two of the best entomologists in the Philippines. So we are being backed by science. So the main problem for not harvesting the same amount of larvae every time is due to inbreeding. So the same with animals, with people, inbreeding lowers your production and your performance. So with that in mind, we already have strategies to prevent inbreeding with our production, thereby preventing the production of we call this subpar or not meeting the standards of the sizes and all. And then for the source of the larvae or the eggs, that's why we want to decentralize the production. We will enforce local farmers, local communities for them to have their own
30
composting.
seconds left.
And for us to recall all the larvae and eggs. So that's it.
Thank you for your answer and presentation. It was a great presentation. Okay, this is the time actually to have the last team from Malaysia winning teams IR Pitching 2023 Ecothon. Please welcome ADA Biotech from Malaysia.
Hello. Okay. All right. So, hi, I'm Akmal, the CEO and co-founder of ADA Biotech Sdn Bhd from Malaysia. So, ADA Biotech Sdn Bhd, we incorporated in 2019. Our goal to reduce the single-use plastic. So, we managed to, with our own research and development, we managed to come out with one product, which is ADA straw right now. So, why we do this kind of product? To work closely and together with Malaysia roadmap and also world roadmap towards zero single-use plastic 2018-2030. So as you can see, why we start with straw, because the straw consumption is very high. So the market is very huge and lucrative out there. So this is the solution to replace the single-use plastic, ADA straw, an eco-friendly straw that is harmless to our environment, one of the best alternatives for single-use plastic. So this is our value proposition. Our straw is made from broken rice, which is we buy from a rice mill factory, and then we buy from a rice factory who produce starch, and then also we mix with agricultural waste such as rice husk, sugarcane bagasse, and also the coffee ground. So our straw is compliant with major certification such as ISO 22000, HACCP, GMP, and also comply with FDA compliant. It is 100% biodegradable, ocean safe, consumable, and can be used as fertilizer as well. So this is our straw, decomposed within 89 days in normal condition and within 7 days in water condition. This is how our straw compared to other straw out there. So our straw, we believe our breakdown condition is less compared to others, which is within 89 days. And also our technology know-how in the biodegradable manufacturing, and also our certification compliance. So this is how we go to market our business model by franchise and licensing, distribution sales, wholesale, agency sales, retail sales, and gift set sales. Our current traction for now for 2023 end of August is 326,000 USD, equivalent to 19.2 million pieces of straw we sell. So this is our revenue pricing. Our price model per piece is about 0.017 to 0.033 USD per piece. So our yearly forecast per one line is about we can produce and sell about 714K USD. Since our major customer prefer diameter 10, our diameter 10, we can produce only 3.5 million pieces per month. Sorry. So then the upcoming order for next order is 3.2 million. Our machine utilization rate will be 92% capacity. So this is the biodegradable straw market forecast in Malaysia, Korea, and also world market. This is the big why we start with the straw, because the market is very big. So this is currently our partner, our customer, VRTS in Philippines, Panky, FMB Connect, Metro Orange in Malaysia, Tosmart in Indonesia, Jasper in Singapore. Sorry. And also we work with one of the biggest coffee chain shop in Malaysia, which is Zeus Coffee. We also sell to them the straw, and we collect back their coffee waste to produce straw. So this is our target market in the future in Malaysia, Southeast Asia, Asia, and also world. This is our investment proposal. We're asking for USD 500,000 for 10% equity to invest on a new production line since our capacity already 92%, and to drive down the operational cost from 72 to 55%, to increase and maximize the manufacturing profit margin from 13 currently to 30%, and to increase market sharing in Malaysia, South Asia, and world since the demand already there. So this is our future plan, our coffee straw that I told before, and then cartridge product. We also produce from this straw reject, we produce a cat litter product from the straw reject mixed with the sugarcane bagasse. So this is my team, me, myself, a co-founder and chief CEO, and then my partner, YC Tan is director, and then CFO, COO, and CBDO.
Thank you for your presentation. Please, if you have any questions, Georges.
Can you please go back to the competitor chart, competitor comparison chart? Oh, yes. So in the second row, other rice straws, and it looks like not much difference compared to your product. So how can you make your product more innovative and how to penetrate the market?
Okay, thank you for the question. So this, to make our straw more different compared to others, for now we collaborate with a technical university in Malaysia to develop a new type of agricultural waste to mix with our product in order to reduce the price. Because at the end of the day, people will only care about the price. So when we want to change from plastic to biodegradable, the price quite competitive because a biodegradable straw compared to plastic is about double the price. So in order to fight with this, we need to come up with an idea to reduce the price but maintain the quality.
And how much of your price currently compared to the plastic straw?
Currently, our straw per piece is about 1 cent USD. Compared to plastic straw is less than 1 cent, half than us. But in terms of environmental friendly, of course, yeah, biodegradable more good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. It's time to have the next team from the Malaysia. Please welcome Safari Tax from Malaysia.
Hello, Korea. Hello? All right. Oh, my time start already. Before I start, what if I tell you, if we change our LPG cylinder to composite cylinder, actually we are going to save our planet. Sounds good, right? I'm Farizul from Safari Tax Holdings Nambarahat. I'm here to show you how. But before that, let us take some time to look what is the problem with the metal LPG cylinder. It's very heavy. The heavy weight is never been convenient. How about the safety issues? A lot of cases are around the headline. And it's also corrosive, which is it will damage the tank by the time. And don't forget about the environmental issue, which is it will disaster for our planet. So, what is the solution? The solution, this 80 years old technology need an upgrade. So the solution is composite LPG cylinder, which is Safari gas. It is designed to be more lightweight, non-corrosive, non-explosion, translucent, and most importantly, it will save our planet. And it is also aligned with the SDG 7, 9, 12, and also 13. In Malaysia alone, we have Shell, Petronas, and many more gas suppliers that use metal LPG cylinder. It's valued up to $744 million in 2022, and its annual growth rate is 13.87. It's a very huge market for us to penetrate. All right, I told you before how we are going to save our planet. So by changing metal cylinder to composite cylinder, we actually can save up to 264 tons of CO2 emission every single year by just doing the transportation. And because it's also recyclable, we also can reduce up to 468 kilograms every single month. And our business model is very simple because we are already in innovative manufacturing line, but we believe in a collaborative partnership. So we are going to use customer-centric approach to get a sustainable growth. So that's why I'm here to find new partners in Korea especially. We have done the market validation before. We have sold 450 cylinders in Malaysia, even with slightly higher price, but the customer really enjoy our products. The customer comes from hawkers, the campers, and also the housewife. And this is the survey that I get from what features they like about us. And about the financial projection, we believe that we can have 10,000 units next year with 2.5 million revenue, and we projected to have 2,000 unit increase every year. And with the team right now, I believe we can achieve that target. And the team led by me, I have 10 years experience in startup and also in business. My partner, Mr. Saidi, is 7 years experience in manufacturing line, and with dedicated and operation team, we have total 25 years of experience. And we are also proud to have a Serum Tech Venture as our technology provider and also MTDC as our funding provider. That's all from me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the presentation. So I have seen actually a lot of composite cylinders throughout the world, like biking cylinders and all that. What's your competitive edge against your competitors?
All right, so basically in Malaysia, we don't have any composite cylinders yet because of the Malaysia currently subsidize the LPG, the cost for the LPG. So that's why not so many competitors want to enter. But what the best part for us is because we are using dry winding solution, which is it's more the customer can see the gas cylinder with their bare eyes. So basically, in market right now, they are using wet dry cylinder. That we are using dry winding.
But I've seen actually some composite cylinders in other world of the regions. They also have transparent cylinders where we can look at it. So that's why I keep asking you, what is your product differentiation factors compared to other products?
Yeah. So
other than it being transparent.
So basically, there's a lot of what we call it supplier, but it's never enough because actually I used to order from them, but it cannot cope. It cannot cope because right now the composite cylinder is very high in demand, especially in Malaysia right now. So we are going to make our own stuff in Malaysia.
In the U.S. and European countries, the demand for LPG cylinders is actually going down right now.
Yeah.
Malaysia is going to go through that step, I think, in the near future.
Not only Malaysia, but also in Southeast Asia.
Do you have any plan to hedge against that? Do you have any other product lineup?
Yes, because our technology is about the filament winding. Because with the filament winding, we can mix a lot of products, especially the high pressure tank, the oxygen tank, every tank that we can make. But for what we call it, the kick-off this project, we are going to use the LPG cylinder. But with the same machine, we can have a lot of different products, as long as it's a cylinder and also can be winding. All right, thank you.
Thank you for your great presentation. Last but not least, we're gonna have the last team from the Malaysia for IR pitching in 2023 Ecothon. Please welcome Chakol from Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. Annyeonghaseyo. I'm Azriman from Malaysia, from Charcoal Machine, and then this is a history company, which is from small village and then small company, and then for the SDG relation, mostly related to SG12, which is we need to convert from the waste into something valuable. So for the market analysis, actually they keep has a multiple application. Some sort like drinking water treatment, storage, wastewater treatment, chemical or smelting industry, automobile industry, indoor air decontamination, and then for pharmacy also. And then we can detox our toxic from body by using charcoal from coconut. And then this is our product, and then future product. At the moment, we just produce raw material from charcoal. And then another future product, soap and for the cosmetic product. And then year by year, keep increase until 2030. And then this is our regular customer. We have only 3, but the only 3 customer, we cannot fulfill their demand. That means every company, they need about 20 ton per month. So our capability per month, we can produce about 60 to 70 or 80 ton per month based on our latest innovation. And then this is the problem. The charcoal coconut manufacturing had a problem with washing and straining, and then factory need to wash charcoal, and then to strain out the charcoal from the dust, which means the quality level of the charcoal based on how much you can spray out in between charcoal and dust. This is the normal process before we get into innovation concept. This is 3D modeling for the prototype and the fabrication. And this is our first prototype machine. We're using rotational concept, and then this second version. And then the third one, the latest one, we use vibration concept. There's the fastest production, about 3 ton per day at the moment. And then hopefully by next month, we can achieve about 80 or 70 ton per month. This is the pilot test. Okay, and then this the quality, and also this new setup plan we need to invest, and also for the market analysis, and then this is the comparison in between rotational method and innovative method, and also this is capital investment. We need about 1.5 in RM million, and then about 1 year we can make it about 2.4 million. And then this is our team, and this is my success story, which is I have a good story about innovation. Then I committed to propose engineering solution as I started as R&D engineer. Okay, that's all from my side. Kamsahamnida.
Thank you, Azilma, for fantastic presentation. Just wanted to ask you why you chose coconut shell instead of other products. There's like palm kernel shells and others.
Actually, coconut shell better than wood. Coconut charcoal is better than wood charcoal. That's less smoke compared to wood charcoal. They produce about 3% only for the smoke, and then higher temperature. They can achieve about 400 until 500 degrees C, and then keep longer for the time consuming for the barbecue or burning something. Thank you, Mr. Alex.
May I ask you how much coconut shells are being produced in 1 year in your country?
We just started 2020, and then before I involved this company, we just produce about 300 kilo per day. And then at the moment, we can produce by using rotational concept, and we change into vibration concept, we can achieve about 3 ton. And then I just joined this company by this year. Yeah, make it huge production.
Do you have any patents for your machines?
Not yet.
Not yet, but have you registered?
But this one, we still not registered because this one just simple machine. Actually, I'm get the idea from machine. Anchovies machine. The vibration to separate their grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. Following the passionate IR pitching sessions from 12 teams, let's hope for successful outcomes for each. While the judges deliberate, we have an engaging panel discussion featuring Ecothon and ADB. Please join me in welcoming them with a round of warm applause.
Good afternoon. My name is Arndt Hussar. I am with the Asian Development Bank. And we are here with a group of, a large group actually. Can I give you this mic?
Okay.
A large group of people who are here in the audience, who I would love to bring on stage, all of them, but we had to make a selection. So that's the ADB side. And then I understand we have the government of Indonesia with us, and one of our startup founders, co-founder, and then from Cambodia, State Secretary Kov, and from India, Anish Anthony. And then running onto the stage is Mrs. Hang from Vietnam, from the Ministry of Science and Technology. We thought we'd use the half hour that has been kept for judges' deliberation to chat a little bit about startup ecosystem development. Startup ecosystem development. What you see here is the outcome of a success story of Korea, which is to really put the energy of a government behind startups. And what we consider an ecosystem is actually an interplay of many different actors that work together to make that happen. I'm going to give each of the panelists just a short 2-3 minutes time to introduce themselves and their institution, because we want to show that diversity, and then we'll have a quick chat about their different roles and how it matters for ecosystem development. All right, let's start from over there with Ms. Hang.
So hello, so thank you so much for giving me the chance to stay here and share with you about our country's Vietnam. So I saw that is the first time we come here, and not too many this Vietnamese startup. So I want to tell you a story about Vietnam. We have we in the Southeast Asia, and we have the population around more than 100 population, and almost half of them is a young talent. And Vietnam is also the potential market for the many countries and other investors. So for me, so my name is Thanh Hằng and come from the NATEC. NATEC under the Ministry of Science and Technology. We have a leading for the startup ecosystem around 10 years from the 2012. And until now, what we have, I have 3 minutes, right?
One more.
Yeah, what we have, so we have from the NATEC, we have a lot of the policy for supporting for startup environment. And now we also raise some the initiative and new initiative for open innovation, and I really want to share it with you today. So maybe just very short introduction.
Thank you, and you're used to
chatting.
pitching, I see. So Ms. Hang is an important person in that ecosystem building. She's here with her Director General from NATEC. We're really pleased to be partnering with NATEC in building the ecosystem. Can I go to you? Is it Kenny?
Yes, my name is Kenny.
Over to you, Kenny.
I'm the co-founder of Plana. So basically, Plana recycles husk waste and plastic waste and turns them into building materials like wood deckings and Plana bricks, recycled bricks and whatsoever. And I'm from Indonesia. I'm here with my Ministry of SMEs, Mr. Jonas. And as I can say, I'm pretty excited about Indonesian ministry as well, because there has been some improvements. Because right now, like for example, I got invited here because of the Ministry of the SMEs, either in Korea or Indonesia, and I really hope that we can extend our partnership. Thank you.
Excellent. So I was going to ask you, did you bring the ministry or did the ministry bring you? We're clear now. Thank you very much. Anish, your introduction.
Yeah, so my name is Anish. I am the Chief Operating Officer of an incubator called T-Hub in India. It is the world's largest incubator. We incubate around 2,500 startups in our building. Our building has got around 2.3 million square feet large. So right from an idea to an IPO, any startup, whatever requirements that they have, both within India and outside India, we try to provide that for them, which includes prototyping facility, funding, centers of excellence, market access with corporates. We provide all of that. And prior to my current role at T-Hub, I am also a startup founder. I've raised around $100 million during my tenure as being a startup founder. And since I come with a background of being a startup founder, I believe that I'm able to understand and empathize the problems that startups face from time to time. So T-Hub is based out of a place called Hyderabad in India. And I really encourage all of you to visit T-Hub when you're in Hyderabad in India. Thank you.
Very good food there, so please go. Dr. Kove? Yes, it's on.
Good afternoon. So my name is Makra Kove. I'm from the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunication of Cambodia, and also chairman of the board of the Cambodia Academy of Digital Technology. And for me, this kind of trip that organized by ADB is this my second time. I still remember that I joined ADB trip in 2019 as my first time. I'm going back, not doing nothing. We have prepared a lot of things in Cambodia. But I would like to have a short brief is that Cambodia right now, the government is moving to digital economy and society by 2035. In short, we have in 2022, the digital economy share to national GDP is around 4.7%, and we want to have it digital economy share to national GDP in 2035 by 17 to 18%. It's similar to Thailand today or Singapore today. So during 4-year time, when we were back, we prepared the foundation, in particular focus on building the solid foundation at the university side. We understand that to move further, we need to have prepare a solid talent and equip it, the Cambodian new generation with enough skill set to move further and faster. So the foundation has been built so far 4 years already. We have one champion in Asian ICT Award in Tech Startup category, gold medal in 2021 as a result. And the company is moving to the early stage of investment, and they get investment from an international firm already in Cambodia.
Fantastic.
So in short, and I just one thing, last thing. So this time, come to Korean, we see another level already. We comparing to 2019, we see another progress. And we feel that we need to do a lot of things to catch up. So we want to open as much as we can to have the market access as well, to open the market for the startup in the region, in particular in Asia Pacific region. And as well as to welcome all startups come to Cambodia as well, to enjoy Cambodia market and try to test their product and services. Thank you.
As you can see, Cambodia is on a roll. Very hard to stop the machine that's been set into motion. Excellent. So can I go to you, Mr. Hermano?
Yeah, okay. Good afternoon all. My name is Jonas Dian Hermano. I'm from Ministry of Cooperative and SMEs in Indonesia. In terms of startup, based on startup.com, there are 2,530 startups in Indonesia. It's 6 as most startup in the world, below America, India, England, Canada, and Australia. In last 10 years, Indonesia startup has grown as decacorn and unicorn, named ride-hailing such as Gojek, e-commerce industry such as Bukalapak, and also aqua technique such as Aviary. That's the latest unicorn from Indonesia. We support the startup in various ways. We support especially by entrepreneurship for the common people, and we drove way to make business, and we give them incubation and also facilitate to meet the bigger industry. So we make them to be a sustainable business. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. And my first question to the panelists would be really to look a little bit at the topic of this competition, eco ideas that help the environment, climate change. How do you see that governments, so we have 3 government reps here, I'll start with you. How do you see government playing a role in setting the agenda? Because all of our governments have subscribed to very ambitious climate goals. How are you going to help startups play a role in that larger battle? Any of our government reps want to jump in? Yes?
Okay. I think that regarding to climate, we have been discussing so far about the climate tax. And the role of government, I think that only 2 things. Firstly, need to create the market for that. If there is no market, there is no startup, there is no everything. And secondly, we need to insert the climate change component to all government projects if possible. And of course, with this, one of the government activity is about supporting tech startup, and we shall be able to equip our entrepreneur with the necessary knowledge and skill set in order to consider and to find a way and solution to address the climate change.
In Vietnam, you work a lot with the universities, the research institutions, and you provide through MOST funding for research. In the climate space, do you think, your personal opinion, has Vietnam already gone fully into that and put money behind this agenda in the science space? Or is that something that's still being planned? How do you see this space evolving over the coming years in Vietnam?
Yeah, actually, I really totally agree with you about the market, because the startup need the finance, but the market is much more important. So that's why in Vietnam we try to spread out the market for the startup around the. We have 63 provinces, but until now the 59 provinces get involvement, and they are willing for the piloting and testing up all the solutions from startup. And we also get the involvement of the university and corporation into the ecosystem. How they can get involved? Because we're raising the open innovation challenge. That means all the challenge from the big corporation, we deal with the solution from the startup, and and we also focusing on not just the climate change, but also the deep tech, and the deep tech and manufacturing, and all have it come from the R&D. R&D center come from the university and institution. So that's why we work with the many university in Vietnam. Actually, they also very good at and excellent about the R&D, but they don't know how for the commercialization. And we work with them and met them with the big corporation and startup. So they have a dimension with the 3 factors. They work together to deal with the challenges. And I believe that the Vietnamese government have play an important role to create the fair playground. That means we are trying to support for all of the components. They can work and do their best task and mission in the ecosystem. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And in Indonesia, if you can say anything about your government's activities or that of your ministry, which is cooperatives and SMEs, in working on this climate topic?
Yeah.
Or environmentally friendly goods, as we saw earlier in the pitches?
Actually, with the support of Ecothon like this, it's good activity that we can increase the awareness of green business or sustainable climate change. The curriculum that give from Ecothon is very interested that some ministries in my ministries, they say want to copy. So Ecothon is a good example for curriculum that we can make in Indonesia wider. And also we have incentive for green business or startups by reducing taxes. And also we have prioritized business with creating business to have facilitation in incubation and also seed funding, something like that.
Yeah. That's quite a lot of interesting ideas also to give incentives, but specifically aimed at eco-friendly startups, right, and SMEs. Anish, can I ask you, in India, this is of course also a massive opportunity. There's still a lot of legacy industry that is quite highly polluting and so on. Are the startups waking up to that topic? Is there a lot of drive behind the environment and climate tech?
Yeah, I think I'll take a leap from the governance issue of climate change, right? I think government has to play two roles. Government is the catalyst which will enforce that change, right? One is it has to be a catalyst to enable it, and second, it also has to be a taskmaster to enforce it, right? When I say catalyst, for example, if you take EV vehicles, right? The vehicle manufacturers are waiting for the infrastructure to get ready, which is the charging infrastructure and ancillaries to get ready, and the ancillaries are waiting for the vehicles to come on the road so that they can monetize it, commercialize it. And that's when the government has to come and take the first step and saying that, okay, let me subsidize the cost of an EV vehicle so that the procurement starts, manufacturing starts, and the infrastructure can catch up, right? So that is the first piece to it. And the second piece also, I think it has to start sticking and enforcing goals which keeps in place. Coming to the Indian ecosystem, I think sustainability, climate change is a very big thing that is playing out. And by sheer volume of scale that India has to offer. Today, India has got around 900 million working class population, right? So whatever you do, it gets multiplied into 900 million, right? So the impact to go either ways is almost 900 million. But thankfully so, sustainability is one of the top 3 themes, startups, both corporates and startups. Ecosystem is waking up to sustainability being a very big theme. It is the top 3rd theme in India when it comes to startups opening up new business ventures. There are also a lot of corporates who are setting aside a set amount of money to focus and fund towards these startups who are working in the sustainability theme. So despite the government push, even in the startup ecosystem and in the corporate, we are seeing a lot of activity when it comes to sustainability initiatives.
Yeah, so this is a top rank in terms of number of startups. Does the finance also follow? Are there investors following that same path?
There are dedicated sustainability and climate change funds which are getting incorporated in India today. Yeah. And I think the government is again facilitating those funds. For example, if I have to start a normal AIF or alternate investment fund in India, the cycle is approximately 8 months to set up a fund. But if I'm setting up a climate change or a sustainability change fund, that comes down to almost 4 months. Right? So the processes are much faster, deliverables are much faster, and if you're registered as an NGO or something, I mean, it's even more faster. So the government has shown its intent. The investors are shown their intent by actually putting their money because it's much faster, the turnaround times are much faster. Startups the ecosystem is starting to build up towards that self-sustaining mechanism going on right now.
Excellent. So now let me go to the startup on the panel. Do you see that happening with your idea that you've developed? Do you see you're getting a lot of attention? Is the intention in the form of awards, press, funding? How does it look like when people get interested in you as a sustainability-focused startup?
Okay, to be honest, at the first early 2020s, we are also struggling to look for government support. And well, if I can share, there is one government from Bali which gives us kind of false premises, like fake hopes and some shit like that. So they are telling us that they're going to support us financially, and they want to gather all these husks from Bali, and they're going to make us a factory and some stuff like that. And we're very excited, but at the end of the day, it's just a fake hope. When they got voted, they're just gone.
They got voted out.
Yeah, they got.
Then not much they can do, right?
They win. They win. They win the election.
Okay.
The political party win the election.
Okay.
But at the other hand, they just forget about us. And I heard that they are now, I think, in jail for corruption. I'm really sad for that guy. Also, I'm not going to say the name.
Okay, let's change the topic.
But yeah, that's why from this earlier Like when in 2022, 2023, we found the Ministry of the SMEs, which is the real deal. That's why I'm very excited to meet Mr. Jonas here, because, well, Mr. Jonas here gave us a true hope. It's not a fake hope anymore.
Well done, well done.
So people and community Ministry of SMEs in Indonesia, like Mr. Jonas here, really gives us the opportunity to open up internationally. And I'm really glad that happens to us and on all our startups.
So in your story, I hear that you had to demonstrate agility, right? You had some hope, it got smashed, something new had to open up. Typical startup story, right? To be on your feet, always fighting. You mentioned that the support from the ministry is to go international and so on. What about the private investors? Are they picking up on this topic as a real priority? Do you see VCs or others interested in what you do?
Okay. I've seen that a lot of investors here really thinks about a carbon trade, for example. But in Indonesia, I hope for 5 years straight, we can pretty much build a better startup ecosystem. Because right now, for example, carbon trade, there is no carbon trade in Indonesia. Whereas I heard in Japan, Korea, they have such thing as carbon trade.
Yeah, we've opened a new carbon exchange in India. It got online last month.
For example, investors are really eager to invest in sustainable companies, sustainable startup for that carbon footprint, carbon exchange thing. But in Indonesia, we don't really understand about that stuff, and we hope that the Ministry of SMEs will support us too. So yeah, I think that if the ecosystem gets better, we will get much better investors also.
Okay. How large is your company now?
How do you define large? So
people?
maybe if I can explain, our factory is like 10 persons on the factories and 6 persons on the office. Sorry?
In terms of revenue and people?
Oh, in terms of revenue, last year we got like 1.2 billion rupiah. So, well, it's not big for some of us maybe, but it's big for us. Yeah, we calculated that on the next year we will double the revenue because of we are going to expand as well.
Very good. And you're representing, in a way, the other startups that have pitched here today on the panel. When you've heard from your peers from around the region, what is kind of the reappearing message about struggle as a startup? What is the main challenges that you hear from your peers, not just yourself, but others as well?
Yeah, actually, I heard them struggling on how to connect with government, like the Ministry of the SMEs. Me too, for example, at the start, I don't know where to go, I don't know who to contact, and I don't know who to trust also, especially after the first case with the political party. But yeah, after you got the connection, the right connection, you got the right guy, I think it's pretty easy for us, and they are willingly to help also.
You're getting a lot of credit, sir. Well done, well done. Okay, we're going to wrap up the panel already. It's been a very short panel, but does anybody from government want to comment on this last point, the connection with startups? Yes?
Yes, I think that probably you are right. But not only in the case with the relationship between the startup and government, but also the startup with the venture capital, also the same. You need to find the right people to work with and that you can trust on. It is true. And just one thing to add that climate change is a global issue and also a local issue. So for some government, they have different level of market maturity need to be developed as well. So the climate change market need to be developed locally as well in order to open up the local market to make things clear. But anyway, international community in terms of international cooperation need to move forward together how to develop a mechanism that provides simple, tradable carbon credit. Because so far until now, I don't know how to trade the carbon credit. For myself, I don't know how to do that. How can I help my startup in Cambodia? I cannot do that. I cannot do.
Okay, something on our to-do list. So we've come with one message, and that is come up and let's talk, right? Talk government, talk to the startups, investors need to talk. We need to have more conversations like this and find a way to provide easy access to these conversations. Thank you so much to the panelists, and thank you all in the audience.
Thank you. Thank you for lively panel discussion. It was insightful to learn about different countries' startup ecosystem. Now the moment we have all been eagerly anticipating has arrived. It's always a thrilling moment, right? Let's proceed to announce the results of IR pitching. The honor of revealing the winners team goes to the Mr. Chris Seung-chan Lee, Secretary General of ASEM SME Eco Innovation Center. Please come up to the stage. And this is the time to announce the winning team. The winner team is Sky Team. Congratulations. Please come up to the stage. Congratulations. Once again, congratulations to the winning team, Sky Team. As we conclude this successful event, we extend our gratitude to the organizations that played an essential role in making this event possible. Lastly, we would love to invite all Ecothon organizers and participants to the stage to have group photo. Please, everybody. All Ecothon participants and organizers, please come up to the stage.